Happy 2026. Let's get into the wee moon calendar. The concept is full circle. I love this. Look at that artwork. It's beautiful. Reminds me of the Aquarius, the water bearer, and also the star in the tarot. Very gorgeous, which is very on brand for, I feel like, 2026. Let's look at the wall calendar first. I like to hang this in my kitchen because it gives a breakdown of all the different moon phases and the sign that the moon is in. I'm recording this right now on Sunday. The moon is going to go into Leo. All right. And then also it will give me a breakdown of when planets are stationing retrograde or direct. Let's go to the 26th because we have Neptune ingressing back into Aries. So we see that there. All right. I'm trying to think what went direct. Oh, we had Chiron going direct. And yes, Chiron is right here. Look at this beautiful artwork for Gemini, the twins. Gorgeous. Very nice. So every time I look up at the calendar, I see that artwork. This is called fulfillment. I love it. 10 out of 10. And if you're like, I don't know what any of this stuff means, you can go in the back and there's a breakdown of like what a moon transit means. Like, let's go to, what is the moon in today? Moon in Cancer reconnects us with our emotions. We may get overwhelmed or defensive, where we can nourish ourselves and reconnect with our true feelings. Water's healing. Bathe, hydrate, make soup. I definitely took a salt bath yesterday when the full moon was in Cancer, and I also cooked, so I was nurturing myself through cooking. There's also a breakdown of the eclipses. This is the year of the fire horse in Chinese astrology. So this is a breakdown of that and what it means. Very excited about that. It's also a 1 year, so that's exciting to me. And then you have a breakdown of the Mercury retrogrades in the back. Love this. Gorgeous again. More artwork. I look at this every day. I'm like, what's the moon doing? Let's get into the planner. Now, this is something I use every day. I have it right by my side so I can check the transits to see what's going on, check the moon phases. Also, what I like about this is there's an astrological overview of 2026. We can figure out what's happening this year, what's the tea, what's going on in the stars and the cosmos, all the outer planets that are shifting. There's also the tarot for 2026. This is the year of the wheel because the Wheel of Fortune is our tarot card for 2026. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 gives us 10. What I like too is there's a breakdown for all the different zodiac signs, 2026 year at a glance for Aquarius, and it gives a little blurb in terms of what you can expect. Let's go to a day. All right. So if we go and we flip to Tuesday, January 20th, that's my neighbor and my brother's birthday. We can see the moon is going to be void of course at 6:16 p.m. I don't like to do anything when the moon is void of course. Now this is PST, so my East Coast besties, that would be 9:16. So that's just something to keep in mind, right? What else is going to be happening on my brother's birthday? We're going to have Mercury sextile to Neptune. That's nice. We're going to have Mercury enter Aquarius. We love Mercury in Aquarius. We're going to have the moon square Uranus. That could be tricky. So that's the last aspect before the moon goes void. So watch yourself on that day, right? And then at 10:49, the moon's going to enter Pisces. I love a Pisces moon. Very chill vibes. All right, then again, we already talked about that year at a glance for Aquarius. Nice artwork. A breakdown of the different seasons in bulk. There's also poetry. If you're into poetry, I am. Fun fact, I used to write poetry. Now, I talked about this last year. There's the 2026 year at a glance for Aries. But I am not new to this. I'm true to this. My mother put me on to Wee Moon. It had to be in the 90s. This has been around for 45 years. This is the 45th edition. I like it, okay? Here's some tarot for 2026. And then in the back, too, there's a breakdown of the moon transits, the constellations of the zodiac. What I also like is there's an ephemeris. If you're not familiar with an ephemeris, it tells you the planetary movement for each month and each day. Okay. What I really love about this is there's also an asteroid ephemeris. So it's going to tell you what Pallas and Juno and Lilith and all the asteroids are doing. I plan to incorporate the asteroids in my practice this year. So let's go. 10 out of 10. And then again, this is similar to the calendar where it's giving you a breakdown of the lunar cycles. All right. I love this. I really do, especially the artwork. I feel like what's really great is this is for women, by women, right? Lots of women artists are featured. All women artists are featured in this publication in both the calendar and the planner. I'll drop a link to the site in this post so you can get your copy. Happy New Year!